Hi, everybody, and welcome to Q&A number 4, where you guys ask me some questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. Now, you guys asked me a lot of questions in my last announcement video, and let me try to get through a lot of these questions. Okay, the first question comes from IDK, which is an awesome guy, and he asked me 3 questions, and okay, the first question comes from IDK, and he said, number one, do you have plans of wanting to make your own notebook someday? Or are you grateful for the notebooks you have? Well, that's a good question. Well, I am grateful for the notebook that I have right now. It's the Handy Dandy Steve notebook. See, I'm grateful to have my very own Steve notebook. But I'm not sure if I can make my own notebook someday. But if I have a chance to make my own notebook, maybe I'll make it someday. Using wood and coil or spray paint to make a red spiral like this. Okay, number 2. Do you plan on getting the handcrafted Josh notebook? I don't know. I'm not sure if I can get the handcrafted Josh notebook because it might be too expensive for me to buy. Okay, or purchase. Number 3. What are your favorite Nature ID bumpers or face promos? Oh, good question. Well, first, my favorite Nature ID bumper is the hippo. Oh, yeah, because I saw the hippo bumper, and my favorite face promos is let's see, my favorite Nature face promos has to be the promos that he now they announced in my favorite show, Blue's Clues, because I really love Blue's Clues, and I really love it when he announced Blue's Clues. Okay, okay. The next question comes from William Waldron 99. Sorry, and he asked me 2 questions. Number 1, what's your opinion on Rocco the Blues Clues and other shows for 93,000? He's awesome in my opinion. Well, William, my opinion on Rocco, he's so awesome in my opinion as well. Thanks for the question. Number 2, which Blue's Clues character would you like to see return on Blue's Clues and You? Well, I would like to see Green Puppy return in Blue's Clues and You, because Green Puppy he was in the original episode series of Blue's Clues, but I hope Green Puppy will return in the new Blue's Clues and You series. Okay, the next question comes from Joseph Gilmore, and he asked me 4 questions. And okay, number 1, what's your opinion on Spider-Man? My opinion of Spider-Man is so good. But I never watched that movie, but I heard about Spider-Man. Okay, hey, and he wants to know, what's your favorite season 6 episode of Blue's Clues? My favorite season 6 episode of Blue's Clues has to be Joe's Clues. Because because it's an episode where Joe leaves the clues, and we and Blue and us are trying to find them. hmm It's kind of like Joe's version of Blue's Clues. And he wants to know, what's my favorite season 5 episode of Blue's Clues? Well, Joseph, like I said in the last time, my favorite season 5 episode of Blue's Clues has to be I Did That. Number 4, will you ever do a request for me again? Of course, Joseph. I can do a request for you anytime. Yeah. Okay, the next question comes from Isaiah Smith. He's a really great guy. And he asked me, what are your thoughts on the Korean version of Blue's Clues? You mean like the American Korean version or the South Korean version? Well, my opinion, my thoughts on the Korean version of Blue's Clues, well, the American Korean version is so cool, you know? Okay, the next question comes from my friend Ben Lamancha, and he asked me, did you ever have a cat when you're growing up? Sorry for stuttering a little bit. Well, uh, I do love cats, but I never have a cat when I grow up. Hmm. Okay, the next question comes from GamerGuy624, aka David McConnell. Shout out to you, Dave. Which international adaptation of Blue's Clues is your favorite out of the ones we found? Well, my favorite international adaptation of Blue's Clues has been the UK version of Blue's Clues, because Kevin is a great host of Blue's Clues in the United Kingdom version. Okay. The next question comes from New Yorker Scythe, and he said, "Are you a fan of horse racing?" Oh, well, I never ride. Well, I never ride on a horse before, so no, I'm not a huge fan of horse racing. Okay. The next question comes from Ty the Thomas fan and 3,400. Sorry. And he asked me, "Do you like slash watch Pokemon?" Well, I do love Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon has to be Pikachu. Yeah, because he's so cute. And I watched a couple of Pokemon episodes. Yeah. Okay. And the next question comes from Tristan Bird, and he asked me, "What's your favorite Sesame Street character and episode?" That's a good question, Tristan. Well, my favorite Sesame Street character has to be Elmo, because he's very cute and he's so funny. And my favorite Sesame Street episode has to be Valentine's Day, because it's an episode where Elmo and Abby gave each other Valentine's Day cards. It's so cool. Okay, the next question comes from Colin Enneburn, and he asked me, do you want to talk to us in the comments, including me, Colin?" Of course, Colin. I love to talk to other friends in the comments, including you. That's a good question. Okay. Okay. Hey, the next question comes from Everett Glover. Oh, good name. He asked me, "What is your favorite Blue's Clues and You episode?" Good question, Everett. I think he wants to know my favorite episode of Blue's Clues and You too. Well, my favorite Blue's Clues and You episode has to be Happy Birthday Blue. You know, the remake of Blue's birthday. Thanks for the question, Everett. Okay, the next question, and well, actually, the last question comes from Haley Garrett. Ooh, nice name. And she asked me, "What's your opinion on Sesame Street?" Hmm. Well, my opinion on Sesame Street is so awesome because I really love Sesame Street since I was a little kid. Well, I guess that's a lot of questions you asked me. Thanks so much for the questions. I'll see you in the next Q&A video.